Hey there, folks. Welcome back to another exciting episode where we unravel the complexities of global politics. Tonight, we're diving into the wild world of geopolitics. It's a roller coaster ride, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. Buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. We're talking about shifting alliances, big money moves, and strategic pivots. Saudi Arabia, the land of oil and falcons, seems to be swapping alliances. Remember BRICS? The economic powerhouse group? That's the cool kids club with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They've been making waves by challenging the West's economic dominance. They're all about challenging the West's economic dominance. And Saudi Arabia was eyeing them, thinking about joining the gang. Saudi Arabia was flirting with them, thinking about joining the gang. It seemed like a strategic move, right? It made sense, right? Stick it to the West and diversify their portfolio. After all, diversification is key in today's volatile market. Plus, China's a big buyer of their oil. But hold on, something's changed. It's like a plot twist in a thriller movie. It's like Saudi Arabia saw a shiny new toy and completely forgot about their BRICS application. What could be so enticing? That toy? A cool $600 billion investment in the good old US of A. Yes, you heard that right. Yeah, you heard that right. $600 billion. That's a game changer, folks. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into what this means for global politics and the future of Saudi Arabia's alliances. Now, $600 billion is a lot of dough. Imagine the sheer volume of cash we're talking about here. It's enough to fill entire warehouses with stacks of $100 bills. That's like buying every single person in Wyoming a private island. And not just any island, but a luxurious, secluded paradise with pristine beaches and crystal clear waters. And then buying Wyoming itself. Picture owning all those vast, beautiful landscapes from the rolling plains to the majestic mountains. So what's got the Saudis so gung-ho about America all of a sudden? Why this sudden surge of interest and investment in the US? Well, it seems like Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS as the cool kids call him, had a little chat with former President Trump. This wasn't just any casual conversation, it was a strategic discussion about future opportunities. Details are hazy, but we're guessing it went something like this. A high-stakes negotiation behind closed doors with both sides weighing the potential benefits. Hey MBS, we're revamping the American economy. Big changes, big opportunities. Want to get in on the ground floor? Imagine the allure of being part of a major economic overhaul. And MBS, being the ambitious guy he is, probably said, "Hold my gawa, Donnie, I'm in." This is a man who sees potential and isn't afraid to take bold steps. This isn't just about being buddies with America, though. It's a calculated move, a strategic investment in a powerful economy. It's about cold, hard cash, the kind of money that can influence markets and shape futures. The Saudis are betting big on the US economy, hoping for a massive return on their investment. They're looking at the long game, aiming for substantial gains that could redefine their economic landscape. So, what's on Saudi Arabia's shopping list? We don't have the full inventory yet, but think infrastructure, tech, and maybe even a theme park or two. After all, who needs Disneyland when you can have Saudi World? The Saudis are looking to diversify their own economy, moving away from their reliance on oil. And what better place to do that than the land of innovation and questionable reality TV? Of course, this all hinges on America actually pulling off this economic makeover. It's a gamble, no doubt. But hey, who doesn't love a high-stakes wager, especially when you're playing with someone else's money? Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. Where exactly is this mountain of Saudi money going? Well, nobody's given us a detailed spreadsheet yet, but we can make some educated guesses. Think Silicon Valley, baby. Tech is the name of the game, and the Saudis know it. They've already dipped their toes in the water with investments in Uber and SoftBank's Vision Fund. Now imagine them going on a full-blown tech spending spree, gobbling up startups like dates at a Ramadan feast. But it's not all about apps and algorithms. Infrastructure is another sexy area ripe for investment. Roads, bridges, airports, you name it, America needs an upgrade. And who better to foot the bill than a country with more money than it knows what to do with?
Section 5. A blast from the past. Uncle Sam and the Kingdom's checkbook. Now, this whole Saudi-US investment thing isn't exactly new. Remember back in the 70s when America was freaking out about an oil shock? Yeah, good times. Back then, the Saudis were flush with cash from sky-high oil prices. They funneled billions into US Treasury securities, basically loaning America a boatload of money. It was a win-win. The Saudis got a safe place to park their cash, and America got to keep the lights on. Fast forward to today, and the dynamic's a bit different. It's not just about propping up the US economy anymore. It's about the Saudis securing their own future in a world that's rapidly moving away from fossil fuels.
Section 6 experts decode the pivot, why now and why America. Okay, let's bring in the smarty pants. What do the experts think about this whole Saudi pivot to America? Why is this happening now, and why is America the focal point? Well, they're a cautious bunch, those experts. They don't jump to conclusions easily. They're all about weighing risks and benefits, analyzing trends, and using words like geopolitical and macroeconomic. They dive deep into the data, scrutinizing every possible angle. But here's the gist of what they're saying. This move is all about hedging bets. The Saudis are playing a strategic game. The Saudis are nervous about China's growing influence and America's unpredictable foreign policy. They see the shifting sands of global power and want to ensure they're not left in the dust. By cozying up to the US, they're hoping to kill two birds with one stone-secure American protection and gain access to its economic might. It's a calculated move to balance their interests, but it's a risky move, no doubt. The stakes are incredibly high. What happens if America's economy tanks? The ripple effects could be disastrous for the Saudis. Or if a new administration decides to play hardball with the Saudis. The political landscape in the US is ever-changing, and that unpredictability adds another layer of risk. These are the billion-dollar questions keeping those experts up at night. They know that every decision has far-reaching consequences, and they're meticulously analyzing every possible outcome to advise their clients and stakeholders. Section 7, Vision 2030's American accent diversifying beyond black gold. Now let's talk about Vision 2030. No, it's not the latest superhero movie, though it sounds like it could be. It's actually Saudi Arabia's grand plan to wean itself off oil and become a global investment powerhouse by, you guessed it, 2030. Think of it as their national glow-up plan. And guess what plays a starring role? That's right, the US of A. By pumping billions into the American economy, the Saudis are hoping to learn from the best, diversify their portfolio, and secure their economic future. It's a bold plan, no doubt. But hey, you gotta think big if you want to be a global player. And the Saudis, with their newfound love for American investment, are definitely thinking big. Section 8. Global shockwaves, new friends, old ties, and shifting power. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this Saudi-US investment extravaganza is sending shockwaves across the globe. Alliances are shifting, eyebrows are raising, and everyone's wondering, what does this mean for the future of global power? China's probably feeling a little left out, like that kid in school who thought they were cool, but then got snubbed for the popular table. Russia's probably somewhere between amused and irritated, watching their supposed BRICS buddy cozy up to their old rival. And then there's Europe, caught in the middle like a deer in headlights. They're trying to figure out if they should be worried, excited, or just confused. It's a whole geopolitical soap opera out there, folks, and we've got front row seats.
So what are people actually saying about this whole thing? Well, over in Riyadh, it's a mixed bag. Some folks are all for it, seeing it as a smart move to secure their future. Others are a little more skeptical, wondering if they're putting all their eggs in one very unstable basket.
Meanwhile, in Washington, it's business as usual. Politicians are patting themselves on the back, talking about how this proves America's still the best game in town. The media's having a field day, churning out think pieces and hot takes faster than you can say petrodollars. And the average Joe on the street? Well, they're probably too busy trying to make ends meet to even notice. But hey, at least someone's getting rich off this deal, right?
Section 10, the long game, what's next for the House of Saud and the US? So, what does the future hold for this unlikely duo? Will this be the start of a beautiful friendship, or will it all end in tears and recriminations? Only time will tell, folks. But one thing's for sure, the world's watching. This isn't just about money anymore. It's about power, influence, and the future of the global order. And in this high-stakes game of geopolitical chess, the Saudis and the Americans have just made their opening moves. So, buckle up, folks, it's going to be a wild ride. And remember, in the immortal words of that great philosopher, Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.